This story is about a boy named Gao Shan who wanted to join Most Sky Company where his father worked and take revenge to the murderer, who killed his father and worked on the same company. On the other hand, the heroine of the story named Lin Hua is a daughter of a wealthy father. Lin Hua's father left her mom for another woman when Lin Hua was young. Lin Hua's mother brings up her with great difficulty. One day Lin Hua's mother died of cancer. And after 20 years later Gao Shan went for Fast Company's interview, but due to traffic he didn't reach office timely, and when he entered the office he bashed with Lin Hua. Then he goes for the interview but saw Lin Hua's friend already given the interview instead. Then Gao Shan came to Lin Hua and blamed her. Few moments later the boss entered the office and Gao Shan rushes to convince him but to no avail. After that Lin Hua gave him an company's address where she also worked, and said you can join my BF's company. Then they went for the company. At first Lin Hua's BF didn't agree to let him join, then they four meeting with each other. In that meeting Gao Shan came to know that Lin Hua BF cheated on her, and at some point one of Lin Hua's colleague conned her BF cheated on her with another girl. However, Gao Shan was doing gym in the afternoon when Lin Hua approached him and informed him where the Most Sky Company boss would be at night. Gao Shan went there and convinced the boss and joined the company. After a days later Gao Shan took Lin Hua to the same mall where her BF dated this girl in order to show the real face of him. At office party Lin Hua reveals her BF's real face in front of everyone. After that party Lin Hua sitting alone next to the lake, and Gao Shan comes and sits beside her, but she gets angry and said that why are you trying to show me his real face? I already understood why you talk me the mall. Then Lin Hua left the shoes given by Gao Shan and goes barefoot, and then the day was passing and Gao Shan and Lin Hua both are slowly in love. One day Gao Shan learned that the daughter of his father murderer is Lin Hua, who he is in love. He would be in a great shocked and broken. Thus the day went by as Gao Shan tried to get away from Lin Hua, but he couldn't. On learning this Gao Shan was very distressed and planned to take revenge on Lin Hua by trapping her in love and tormenting her father. But later on he thought of his father enmity with him nor with his daughter, then he would settle his enmity with him without harming his daughter. Nice. Gao Shan's father death his mother host her mental balance, and Gao Shan brings his mother to him for treatment, and one day he came oh no through his mother's death. The murderer of his father who also killed his mother is the same person later. He also came to know that the murderer of Ho's father was not Lin Hua's father. Lin Hua's father was a very good friend of Gao Shan's father. But when Gao Shan's father jumped from the Most Sky office building, that moment there were only Gao Shan and Lin Hua's father presented, and that's why Gao Shan had a misunderstanding, and later he caught the murderer and punished him. After that, few years later Lin Hua and Gao Shan married with the consent of Lin Hua's father and stepmother. In this story the most beautiful thing is between the love of the stepmother towards her stepdaughter emerges in the story.